is you have said the last word, it got recorded. Next, to go to the next question. Remember again, we don't want to record silence, right? My main answer is done. I will click next, move on to the next one, right? And it is applicable for all speaking topics. It is applicable on read aloud, on repeat sentence, on retell lecture, on describe image, as well as on answer short question. You have said what you needed to say. Your answer is complete. You click next and you move on to the next one, right? You have to make sure that you do the same thing over and over and over again at home when you are practicing, so that it becomes like a very natural step for you. You should not have to pay extra attention on this task, get worried, rush on the point at that point when you are supposed to click next, right? It shouldn't feel like a burden. It should feel very natural. I finished my speech, I click next. I'm ready to click next, move on to the next one. Okay. When you guys are reading your main read aloud paragraph, okay, you should make sure that you are not taking many pauses. The more pauses you would take, the lower score, your score will keep on going, right? So based on the length of the question, sometimes if the question is very long, it's even okay to take maybe 5 pauses as well. Maybe you have paused after every single sentence. That's very normal. And it is actually recommended that you make pauses after reading every 8 to 10 words, right? You shouldn't read more than 10 words at one go, on one breath, right? It actually makes your speech very flat. When you read too many words together, it's not a good thing. Okay. So make sure that you do take your natural pauses. After a while, take a deep breath, continue reading. Again, take a deep breath, continue reading, right? So whenever you are breathing, every once in a while, those are the only correct pauses you should take. Plus, remember, the pauses, of course, they shouldn't be long lasting. Very quick. Just a moment of pause. Every pause, okay? You will get a mix of short, medium, and long questions. So obviously, you have already seen, right, how different questions are of different length. Maybe 2 questions will be a little bit longer. The rest should be very short or medium, right? So 2 to 4 sentences, maybe one or maybe two might have 5 sentences, or long 3, 4 sentences. It's not a fixed idea. Different people get different lengths um, and number of questions, right? On an average, it is something like the ones you have already seen. Okay. Lastly, I have mentioned it before. The recording will go on for 40 seconds, but definitely I am not going to take the entire 40 seconds to finish the reading. I want to finish within 18 to 26 seconds, depending on how long or how short my my main question is, right? So let's say it's a very short question, maybe long 2 lines, or medium length 3 sentences, that's there, right? You should not take more than 15, 16, 17, 18 seconds, or maybe 19 seconds. If it is a medium length question, you should take about 20, 21, 22 seconds, right? And when it has a long paragraph, if the question is a long one compared to read aloud questions, in that case, maybe 25, 26 seconds, right? Definitely 1 or 2 seconds here and there, plus or minus, that's completely all right. But on an average, the correct speed that you should follow, the correct number of pauses that you should follow, based on all that, average duration of your speech should be somewhere around 18 to 26 seconds. Okay. When I am reading, I am not reading too fast. I'm also not reading too slow, right? What will be too slow? Let's say this is our question, right? And I am trying to read this like this. A groundbreaking study on recent evolutionary changes in natural populations has been conducted by a team of international researchers. The study utilized a vast genomic data set, one of the largest ever assembled for animals. Now, this is going to give you probably zero, I'm not sure, maybe zero or maybe maximum 30, 35 points, right? That is all you are going to get because it was a very slow speech, right? Now, you might think, okay, that means I must have to speak very fast, really quick, right? That's not the meaning of fluency, guys. Okay, a groundbreaking study on recent evolutionary changes in natural populations has been, the AI won't be able to pick up or recognize any word that you have said. Even though you have read the entire paragraph, within 15 seconds, it's done, you finished it, you will still probably get the same very low score. Okay, so not too fast and not too slow. We want to stay somewhere right in the middle, a very moderate, medium speed, right? Maybe something like this. A groundbreaking study on recent evolutionary changes in natural populations has been conducted by a team of international researchers. The study utilized a vast genomic data set, one of the largest ever assembled for animals in their natural habitat, which included almost 4,000 Darwin's finches. Right, guys? Let's try to do it one more time. A groundbreaking study on recent evolutionary changes in natural populations has been conducted by a team of international researchers. The study utilized a vast genomic data set, one of the largest ever assembled for animals in their natural habitat, which included almost 4,000 Darwin's finches. Right? So if you realized, maybe I have taken a pause here and I took a pause here, then one here, and then one here, and then I ended. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, done. So I took 4 pauses. This is a medium length question, right? And I hope you have also noted down the speed that we had, not really fast, not really slow, right? Now notice one more thing, everyone. On the same question, let's try one more thing. Take a look at this and tell me by listening to the speech, what do you feel is wrong? Okay, listen to this. A groundbreaking study on recent evolutionary changes in natural populations has been conducted by a team of international researchers. The study utilized a vast genomic dataset, one of the largest ever assembled for animals in their natural habitat, which included almost 4,000 Darwin's finches. What do you guys think here was wrong? What did you feel was wrong?
Too fast, not clear.
Not clear? It was too fast? Okay. Thank you, Pramila. What else do you guys think? Not clear? Why? Why do you think it wasn't clear?
There is no pauses when we
Right.
have to take pause.
There's no
Oh,
class.
yes,
No, no
Kivitara?
stressing words.
Yes, Anita. Very good. Yes, very good. Mahdi, perfect. Quizera, you also wanted to say something? What
Yeah, I
was?
said that there was no clarity. It's not clear.
Yes,
Yeah.
right? So imagine you guys are in the class and are listening, right? You're not even an AI, no program, no machine, nothing. And still you couldn't recognize what I was saying, right? But do you not think my pronunciation was very clear? I said the words in the same way they are supposed to be pronounced, right? What do you guys think? I said them correctly. All the pronunciations were clear, but still it felt like a very bad speech, right? Listen to this again. I'm going to do it again. A groundbreaking study on recent evolutionary changes in natural populations has been conducted by a team of international researchers. The study utilized a vast genomic data set on the one of the ever largest assembled for animals in their natural habitat, which included almost 4,000 Darwin's finches, right? I'm speaking exactly the way these words are supposed to be pronounced, right? But what does it have? It has a very, very, very flat tone, right? Like you all have said, I have not followed any natural pauses. Like Mahdi has said, there is no intonation, there is no up and down, up and down. It's all that is how it sounds. Anita said there was no stress at all, meaning when I'm reading in the correct way, I would read like this. A groundbreaking study on recent evolutionary changes in natural populations has been conducted by a team of international researchers. The study utilized a vast genomic data set, one of the largest ever assembled for animals in their natural habitat, which included almost 4,000 Darwin's finches, right? So there are words when I'm saying groundbreaking, evolutionary, populations conducted by a team of international researchers, right? I'm trying to drag these words by stressing on them, by pressurizing a little bit when I'm speaking, right? That is the correct way. It makes it easy for both the human beings as well as the AI to pick up every word that we are saying, right? It doesn't feel like it is a robotic speech. And that is exactly what's called flat tone, right? So if you think I am doing everything all right, I have barely paused, I am speaking and pronouncing all words correctly, but the whole time you read like this, right? You won't get more than 45 to 52 in your actual exam in the speaking part, right? The reason is, even though you spoke all good, the words were never ever recognized by the AI. So your content would be very low. If content is very low, no matter how fluent you are, it's of no use. And clearly the words were not recognized. That means pronunciation is not clear. There is no evidence your pronunciation was really good, because whatever you said, it was not stressed enough, it was not strongly said enough for the AI to recognize it, right? So once again, do not follow a flat speech. Try to break down, practice on the same question again and again, again and again, until you make it a perfectly intonation fulfilled speech, right? Raising tone, falling tone, raising tone, lowering tone, right? A groundbreaking study on recent evolutionary changes in natural populations has been conducted by a team of international researchers. The study utilized a vast genomic data set, one of the largest ever assembled for animals in their natural habitat, which included almost 4,000 Darwin's finches, right? You can pressurize on words that are a little bit longer than the other ones, right? Okay, you can pressurize on words that end with ed. Okay, you can pressurize on the words that are the plural words, words that end with SES, IES, right? You can pressurize on them, and you can choose your random words, any words that you want to make a little bit more stretched, right? A team of, not team of, right? A team of international researchers. The study utilized a vast genomic data set, one of the largest ever. So do you see how we are speaking? And then initially you will have to break them down word by word, and then you try to combine You start with reading 6 words in one go. Then you start with 8 words. In my opinion, reading 8 words in one go is more than enough. A groundbreaking study on recent evolutionary changes in natural populations has been conducted by a team of international researchers. The study utilized a vast genomic data set, one of the largest ever assembled for animals in their natural habitat, which included almost 4,000 Darwin's finches. Right? Okay, everyone. I hope you realize it enough how important it is for you to read with the correct intonation, the correct pressure in your voice. Okay, words should feel strongly pronounced enough. Okay, not like I'm roller skating over the words. A groundbreaking study on restoration. The voice is not clear. There is no pressure. The study utilized a vast genomic data set, one of them were assembled for animals. A lot of students read like this. I promise. I'm not copying something that doesn't exist. I have seen many, many times. There are students who would speak like this and won't get the score. Okay, so make sure you are properly touching all words and not just staying above them, floating on the words. Okay, guys? Now, what I need you to do is read this slide. Read it and tell me when you are done. I've already talked about all of them. I just want you to go through them one more time. Please check them. Write down in the chat box when you are done, or let me know you are done. Okay, thank you. All right, guys. Any questions from here? From this particular slide? Any questions? No. Okay. Thank you, Ekweme. Let's move on to the next one. Also, something we have already discussed. I need you guys to read again and tell me if you are clear about these points as well. Okay? Please read. Everybody done? Yes? Any questions? Same things we have taken a look at already, just in written format. Okay? I talked about everything earlier, so when you read, it makes sense to you, whatever you are reading. Okay? So that is everything now. One more strategy is called one-line strategy. Before you guys ask me a lot of questions, does it work? Does it not work? Etc. etc. Should I use it? Should I not use it? Everyone, ideally, remember, listen very carefully, okay? We always want to do our answers. We always want to perform all the speaking tasks or any other section tasks in the most correct way, how the way it has been described by Pearson. However, it has been recommended by Pearson, right? Okay. So, of course, if we can, we should read the whole paragraph. Okay. That is the correct way, and that is the main system. You have been given a short paragraph. You have to read from the beginning until the end fluently, right? But at the same time, we also have students. There are many people who might face low score, right? When they are trying to read the whole paragraph. Maybe they have pronunciation problems. Maybe they don't have any major issue. They tried everything, but still cannot bring their score more than 60, more than 55, right? Their score keeps on dropping, 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 right? You guys have been practicing for a long time, but you need 65, you need 63, you need 58, but it's not happening. You cannot get your score, right? In that case, you have the one line strategy, okay? Read, please take a look at what it is written here, all right? This is exactly what I would like to share with you guys. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay. So no other related questions should be there in your mind. Look at what is written down in this slide. Biggest trick for scoring 36 to 65 in speaking. Okay. If you struggle to get score in read aloud, even after trying your best, then you should go for one line strategy. Okay. Now, what is one line strategy? How do I follow this? Look at this paragraph here. Find the easiest 10 words for your own self as per your convenience. It's supposed to be an, guys. This is my typing error. I wrote it wrong, and then I didn't get the time to ever fix it. Find the easiest 10 words for your own self as per your convenience, and say those 10 words, the ones you have found to be easy for you, only only those 10 words in one go with no pause at all. Okay. When I am reading the whole paragraph, I am taking natural pauses. If I am reading one line, then it should be in one go without any pause at all. All the 10 words, I will say them in one breath. Quickly click next right after you have said the 10 words, right? So now, which 10 words should I pick up? Any 10 words. You can pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These 10 words. Now, minimum is 10. If you want, you can make 2 extra and you can make it 12 also. Because sometimes the 10th word might be something like this. In, the, to, of, be, right? So then it's not a, it doesn't feel like you don't find the flow of reading. Your body is at war, your immune system is in, it's not a good ending. So you can add endless battle. Your body is at war, your immune system is in endless battle. Done, right? You can do that. You can do endless battle against a host of enemies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can do this part. Endless battle against a host of enemies, including bacteria, viruses. You can do this part, including bacteria, viruses, parasites, and more often than you would like or are aware of, right? You can do this part. So from anywhere until anywhere can be done as long as You are speaking with no hesitation, no pause, right? So whenever the question appears on the screen, the first thing you do is you quickly scan. You quickly do a quick skim and see, okay, okay. This has the word immune. I'm not comfortable with this word. I won't read anything from here. Then maybe I have to start from here. Okay, I continue read. I'm not comfortable with the word parasites. That means I don't want to read this part more often. I'm not feeling well about are aware. This is a tongue twister. Maybe I can't read this. Maybe I will read something from the previous part. Okay, maybe thankfully, maybe this part is very easy for me, so I will do this part. So you have to make sure that within the first 15 seconds of the preparation time, you have figured out which 10 words do you want to read or which 12 words do you want to read, right? So the question appears on the screen and you quickly find out, okay, I want to do these 10 words or these 12 words. And then within 15 seconds, once you are ready, there are 20 more seconds left in the preparation part, right? What should you do in that time? Read this one sentence 3 to 4 times. Your body is at war and your immune system is in endless battle. Your body is at war. Your immune system is in endless battle. Your body is at war. Your immune system is in endless battle. Don't forget, don't forget, every once in a while, we want to take a look at how many seconds are left in the preparation part, right? And don't forget this point that when you see 5, 6 seconds are left in the preparation part, stop reading. Take a deep breath and get ready to speak. And then do the final reading once you hear the beep sound. Your body is at war. Your immune system is in endless battle. Very strong, very clear, no pause. Your body is at war. Your immune system is in endless battle, right? This is what you will do. Okay, everyone, that is everything you needed to know for read aloud. Let's take a look at APU read aloud question. One full mode, another for the same question. Let's go to April P. See what do we have. It's a very short one. Maybe let's go to page 2. See what does this have. Okay, that's a good one, right? So let's say I want to read this one and I want to read the whole paragraph, right, everyone? So of course, in the beginning, we will do the preparation reading. Every few seconds, our eyelids automatically shutter and our eyeballs roll back in their sockets. So why doesn't blinking plunge us into intermittent darkness and light? New research shows that the brain works extra hard to stabilize our vision despite our fluttering eyes. When our eyeballs roll back in their sockets during a blink, they don't always return to the same spot when we reopen our eyes, okay? Every few seconds, our eyelids automatically shutter and our eyeballs roll back in their sockets. So why doesn't blinking plunge us into intermittent darkness and light? New research shows that the brain works extra hard to stabilize our vision despite our fluttering eyes. When our eyeballs roll back in their sockets during a blink, they don't always return to the same spot when we reopen our eyes, right? If you guys can listen to the same speech one more time. This is a long question and I have taken 25 seconds to complete it, right? Let's listen to this once again. Every few seconds, our eyelids automatically shutter and our eyeballs roll back in their sockets. So why doesn't blinking plunge us into intermittent darkness and light? New research shows that the brain works extra hard to stabilize our vision despite our fluttering eyes. When our eyeballs roll back in their sockets during a blink, they don't always return to the same spot when we reopen our eyes. One thing I want to show you guys, not the score, something else. Let me do the scoring. I will wait for it. Okay, look at this answer, right? How many slashes do you see? One and then two, right? There is one, this one, and then this one. But I have definitely paused for more than these two times, right? I have paused many other times. Now, I want you to, because you have the question right here, one more time listen and then try to find pauses in my answer. Okay, try to find the pauses in my answer. Every few seconds, our eyelids automatically shutter and our eyeballs roll back in their sockets. So, why doesn't blinking plunge us into intermittent darkness and light? New research shows that the brain works extra hard to stabilize our vision despite our fluttering eyes. When our eyeballs roll back in their sockets during a blink, they don't always return to the same spot when we reopen our eyes. So, do you guys think these are the only two times when I paused? I had, yes, Ekume, right? I have paused at least four times. All the pauses were natural, but these are the only two pauses that were recognized, right? So, this is exactly how you need to do your main speech. Although you can see it says 73 here, and it is very, very, very strange how every single word is in green color, but my pronunciation score says 63. Obviously, we are still working on making the accuracy of scoring more better on a puny. But if your scorecard looks something like this, you have zero things to be worried about, and you will 100% get 90 out of 90, right? What you should keep in mind that as long as you are doing a good speech, there will be a few things to see in your scorecard. Majority of your words will be in green color. Your score overall will not be below 73. These two, they're gonna be more than 90% pronunciation accuracy and fluent. These two bars should be more than 90%. Overall should be 70 and around. Most words should be in green color, and stress, speed, these shouldn't be yellow or red. They should be green. Okay, no matter what the percentages are, they should be green, not yellow, not red, right? That is how you know you have done a good job in read aloud. Okay, everyone. And of course, we want to keep a look at the duration also. This is a very long question. So remember the average time. How much is it? 18 to 26 seconds, right? I have finished in 25. So 1 or 2 more seconds won't be bad either. Okay. Considering I have really not taken any long pause. So this is what we ended up with. Okay. As a sample answer, you can follow this. I will share it in the chat box. So you can save the link. Anytime you want to hear, you can just click on the link and find this one. I won't delete it. Okay. That's for one line, sorry, full text mode, right? If I want to do one line, then click on this one line mode. Okay. And then choose the first and last word of your practice part, at least 10 words. So now from here, for me, which part is easy? When our eyeballs roll back in their sockets, they don't always return. New research shows that the word research, I always want to avoid it. Every few seconds, our eyelids automatically shutter. Okay, maybe from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So it ends at in. I don't want to end at in. I have added two more words. So this is what I will do. Our eyelids automatically shutter and our eyeballs roll back in their sockets. Listen to this. Our eyelids automatically shutter and our eyeballs roll back in their sockets. My voice is not clear today. Let's see. Our eyelids automatically shutter and our eyeballs roll back in their sockets. Our eyelids. Not the best, not the clearest, but it should be a higher score. Let me try one more question with one line. Efficiency is not your friend when it comes to, okay, that's an easy one. In order to keep, I think this is easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And keep them active. And I don't want to do and. I don't want to end at and. Cognitive growth. Maybe let's do something from here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's good. You need to keep moving on to another challenging activity. You need to keep moving on to another challenging activity. Yeah, I think it's the sound of air. Sometimes it bugs a little bit. Mm, yeah, it's not playing. Maybe website glitch. Not sure. You need to keep moving on to another challenging activity, right? Also sharing this in the chat box so you guys can refer back, okay? That is the entire read aloud lesson. One more slide I would like you guys to just quickly read, okay? Please take a look at it. Please read, and once you are done, let me know. Some of you guys have joined the class very late today, I have noticed. So obviously you have missed major discussion that we have done in the beginning of the class. Just make sure you attend the next read aloud class or watch the recording, okay? So you are not only half informed. I have also discussed many other things in the first half of our class, which you have not gotten. Okay, guys, please take a look. Let me know once you are done. Thank you very much. Okay, everyone. Do you guys have any questions about read aloud? Because we are done with the topic. Now we will do repeat sentence. Any questions? I think I have talked about every smallest to the biggest details. But please tell me if there is any confusion or anything you would like to ask. Anything, or should we move on? Should we move forward with repeat sentence? Everyone?
Hi, can I ask you a few questions?
Yes, please.
When I practice with the FUNI, like the application, I this day I try to higher my pitch a little bit because this is my normal voice. But
Hmm?
when I try to higher my pitch a little bit, and I think it worked, but
Yep.
I I don't feel comfortable. But so I just want to ask, should I need to like higher my pitch? when I
Yes.
record
You
a
need
sound.
to keep on working on the voice, the volume, the speed, the pitch, everything accordingly until or unless you are gaining a good score, right? You are achieving a good score. So when you see that one particular way of speaking, any particular pitch or volume or speed helps you get a better score, that is your ideal participation. That is what you should be following and stick to as well, right? Because this is only 6 or 7 read aloud questions. If your natural volume is not bringing you a good score, that means you have to build a habit of following the way that is bringing you the good score, right? So that would be my recommendation, that continue to practice and see which way gives you the highest score consistently, and then stick to the same voice.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, perfect. What else, everyone? Anything else? Any other question? Okay, if not, let's move on to repeat sentence then. Okay, give me a second. All right. Now for repeat sentence, it is going to give you both listening points as well as speaking points, right? So what is the task? How does it look like in your exam? What exactly do you have to do, and in what way? What are some of the small details to be careful for? Let's take a look at that, and then we will discuss everything from the slides, okay? Remember, you have two tasks, guys. You have a listening task, you have a speaking task. Your score depends on both of them, how you are performing in your listening part, how you are performing in the speaking part. Okay? It is a speaking topic. That doesn't mean you should only focus on speaking. You should only think about speaking. You should pay equal attention on the listening part as well if you want to get a good score. Okay, so you shouldn't overlap each task. When it's time to do listening, you are only following listening. After your listening task is over, then you focus on your speaking task. Okay, that is the main strategy. That is the only strategy that we should follow for repeat sentence. When I am listening, I am not distracted by any other thought, possibility, worry, nervousness, nothing. Like you guys are paying attention to whatever I am saying now, instead of thinking, I have to speak, right? You will have the ability to absorb all the information I'm telling you guys, right? So listen really carefully. Once listening part is over, that is when the speaking task begins, and focus on the speaking part at that moment. Okay, let's quickly go to Ape Uni one more time. Take a look at a repeat sentence mock test. Okay, this time, which mock test do you guys want me to do? Pick one.
5A.
5A. Okay, let's go. 5A, this one. Okay. Three, two, one.
Feelings of nervousness are common among all university freshers.
Feelings of nervousness are common in university freshers.
Extra seminars will be scheduled to assist you with revision.
Extra seminar will be recorded for your assistance in your studies.
Having a shower before going to bed can help you sleep.
Having a shower before going to bed can help you sleep.
Fatigue is a factor in a significant proportion of road accidents.
Fatigue is a factor and a significant portion of road accidents.
There is disagreement among researchers about why we dream.
There are disagreements among researchers about why we dream. Right, everyone? So now what I want to do is I want you guys to match my answer with the correct answer. And then I will talk about it more. Okay? For now, this is the main answer. This is the recorded answer. Okay, let's go. Feelings of nervousness are common in university freshers. Okay. Extra seminar will be recorded for your assistance in your studies. Okay. Having a shower before going to bed can help you sleep. Fatigue is a factor and a significant portion of road accidents. Okay. There are disagreements among researchers about why we dream, right? So you can see most of the times I actually have not said when I have there are times when I have added my own words. I said portion instead of proportion. I said performed or maybe something else. Let's listen again. Okay, I said
Extra seminar
recorded
will be
instead of
recorded for
scheduled. In this one, I said in all, in university students or something. Let's again listen. Feelings of nervousness are common in university freshers, right? Here I said studies instead of revision, right? So what I am doing is whatever I have heard when I am listening to this audio, I did not at all pressurize myself to memorize the words. My goal was only the idea that I will pay attention 100%. I will listen. Whatever remains at the top of my head, I will just very clearly, without any pause, I will repeat those words, right? And of course, in order to maintain my fluency, whatever words I have in my mind, whether they are the same to same ones as the speaker, or I have a few words being changed here and there, maybe I have messed up the sequence a little bit also. What I have done is, no matter what, I have continued to talk very confidently with no additional pause, right? So if we try to see if scoring comes up, yes, it is 92%. If you do get something like this, even if you get 90%, right? Still, it is more than enough for 79 plus in your exam, right? Take a look at all the scores we have gotten. One more time, let's listen and match and notice the scores as well, okay? Let me zoom it in so you guys can see better. Here, okay? Let's listen. Feelings of nervousness are common in university freshers. Extra seminar will be recorded for your assistance in your studies. Having a shower before going to bed can help you sleep. Fatigue is a factor and a significant portion of road accidents. There are disagreements among researchers about why we dream. Okay, everyone, if you have not noticed yet, please focus on how clear every word is. Whether I am saying them right or wrong, that is a worry for the later part. Okay? Initially, every word I say is very clear. I have enough stress on them, and there is no pause at all. No long lasting pause, right? That is exactly what you have to do in repeat sentence. For this mock test score, I'm also sharing this in the chat box so you guys can refer back to it. Everybody, okay? Let's go to the slides. You will get repeat sentence right after you get read aloud. So it is the second topic of the exam, and it also carries the second highest score in your exam as well. You get the second highest score in listening as well as in speaking from here. Total, you will get 10 to 12 questions. After the speaker stops talking, you have to repeat what the speaker just said in the audio. Everyone, we did 5 questions, right? Did you guys hear any beep sound?
No.
Yes, Anita. There is no beep sound. That means there is also no preparation time either. The audio ends. Take one moment to calm down, to arrange all words you want to say, to sort your mind out, just to get ready. The speaker stops, take a moment, and then start speaking. Okay? So there is no preparation time. Whenever the audio ends, you take a moment and you make your speech. The speech time should be around 4 to 6 seconds, right? Everyone, if I quickly again go back, check the duration of my speech. 6 seconds, 6 seconds, 6 seconds, 6 seconds, 6 seconds, right? So none of these answers, they are not more than 6 seconds, right? If you are getting a very short answer, maybe you will have a 4 or 5 second speech. On an average, it is somewhere around 4 to 6 seconds. Okay. You will definitely get a mix of short, medium, long questions. This is my target. This is what I want to achieve for 79 plus. Every time you are practicing 10 repeat sentence questions, 8 times out of 10 times, you should see you are getting 75 out of 90 in content. If you are targeting 65, 8 times out of 10 times, you should get 70 out of 90. Our target is to repeat 5 to 7 words consistently. From every question, I am trying to get at least 5 to 7 words. My worry is not every single word. My worry, my focus is saying 5 to 7 words in one go, in one breath, with no extra pauses at all, while keeping every single word very, very clear. Okay, everyone? And then uh others says, sorry, Adam says he cannot see the screen. Guys, are you all being able to see the screen?
Yes, we can see.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so I wonder what is wrong, Adam. I'm not sure. Everyone is able to let me stop sharing. Sometimes it might be a glitch for just one single person. Let's restart the sharing. How about now? Can you see it now? Yes? Yeah. Yeah, it can happen sometimes. Not a problem. Perfect. Okay, okay. Yes. So this is our main target. Okay. One more thing I would like you guys to check here. Same things I've already told you. Can you please read this and tell me if you are done, if you have questions. This is the most important slide from today's class. Please take a look. Everybody done? Waiting for more answers. Perfect. Any questions from here? Thank you, everyone. Any questions? No. Okay. Okay, that's good. All right. A few more things to remember. Of course, I have done the mock test. You have seen. I'm not reading too fast, right? Because I have to also make sure all words I say, they are very clear. And I need to make it easy for the AI to register every single word. So I get a good content score, overall score, everything. Okay. So do not speak too fast or too slow. You have to maintain fluency. That means you need to speak non-stop without even a single pause or hesitation. All right, guys. So if I am trying to do, let's say, this is my question, okay? Among various heating and cooling systems, central heating proves to be superior. Let's say this is the question I got, okay? And I'm speaking in this way. Among various heating and cooling systems, central heating proves to be superior. So what did I do? I have read every single word. I have repeated all the words. What will be my score? 45 or maybe less. But let's say I have done this. Among many systems, cooling and heating are important. Now I will get 68. Even though I have barely repeated, I only said among many systems, heating and cooling are important. So this entire part, I haven't even said them. I said among many systems, heating and cooling are important, right? I will still get a very close score to 70, even though I have not repeated all the words. So that is why no pauses policy, no pause policy is so important. My focus is on trying to repeat 50% when I have 12 or more than 12 words. Simply said, if I get a long question, I should just focus on listening. Whatever words I could keep up with, I will say them, but I will say them non-stop without any pause. And if you are getting something like this, Of course, I should try to do full, right? Every single word because it is an easy one. They have enough work to keep them going. They have enough work to keep up. They have enough work to carry on, right? Something like that, but try to repeat as many words as you can. This is a short or medium question. For the long ones, I'm trying to do 50%. For the short or medium ones, I'm trying to do 100%, right? So speak without any single pause or hesitation, okay? For example, in the previous one, I said are important because it helped me to continue. Among many systems, cooling and heating are important because I didn't know what else to say. So that's what I said. That's what this point is all about. It's called emergency words, emergency phrase, emergency phrases. You can use them or any phrases or any portion of sentences like there are many cooling and heating systems and I am happy. Click next, move on to the next one. Sometimes it's very difficult to stop, even when you have nothing more that you can recall, but you also may feel like, you just need a moment to catch up with the next few words. And maybe you can do like, among many systems, cooling and heating are important. I am happy would be superior than others, right? Something like this. So it helps you, the emergency portion helps you to keep up, okay? Without pausing, you can continue speaking and you can add any words actually. For example, when we were doing the mock test, right? I said recorded, but the word was scheduled. I knew that the word wasn't recorded, but I still said it because that was the word that came to my mind at the time. And even though I knew it wasn't going to be correct, I said the word because the word helped me to maintain my flow and finish the rest of the answer, right? So you can use emergency phrases like I am happy, something else is important, or any other word that you may have at the top of your head. If you feel like you may have to pause at any moment, to continue with your flow, you can use anything that instantly comes to your mind, or you can have a fixed word, that for me, I usually say are important, is important, something else. So those are the things I have written here. It might help you. You might come up with your own word as well, right, everyone? And then the last slide for today in repeat sentence. Please check this. Let me know when you are done. Thank you. Clear, guys? Are we done?
Yes.
Yep, perfect, perfect. That is it. That is everything for repeat sentence. Now tell me if you guys have questions in mind for repeat sentence. Anything in mind? No, Wasia, okay. Everybody, all clear? Yes. Yes, thank you, Nelly. Okay, so now let's talk about homework. Thank you, Ekume. For homework, I shared it in the past also in class. You need to follow your homework from the study plan, right? So here you go again. I have shared it in the chat box. Please take a look and download it if you already do not have it. It is the same study plan, guys, as I always share after every class. Once you have downloaded it, that is enough. You don't need to download it every single day. It's the same study plan, okay? It's in the chat box, and all the topic related homeworks you ever have to finish or a guide to practice, everything is mentioned in the study plan, okay? So finish your homework from there. Now, the last thing for today, what is it? What's the next topic, guys? We're doing this one, answer short question, okay? So this is not important. That's all I'm going to say. That's all you should keep in mind. Answer short question, the last topic under the speaking part. It is never going to decide whether you will get your target score or you not, right? So it's not important. You should not stress yourself out based on this topic. Even if you are always getting 0, 0, 0, 0, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so what is this topic all about? What do you have to do? Let's go to a question and see how it works. April P, let's see.
What do we call a man who is getting married?
Yeah, what do we call a man who is getting married? What do you guys think?
Groom.
Groom, right? Look at the answer. Groom, bridegroom. These are the answers, right? So let's try it again.
What do we call a man who is getting married?
Groom, groom, bridegroom. Submit. Let's check the answer, the score. Groom, groom, groom. We have 1 out of 1. Let's try one more.
What do we call the thing that covers a bride's face?
It's not a good question. Let's try one more.
What
Veil.
subject studies the science of animal behavior?
That's correct. Let's go back.
What do we call the thing that covers a bride's face?
Veil.
Veil, veil, veil. Right? Let's submit. Why am I saying it 2-3 times?
Veil.
So when Adam said it, listen again,
Veil.
might not get recognized. Even when I said it in the first go, might not get recognized. Maybe I had the pronunciation wrong. Maybe it wasn't clear enough. Maybe it wasn't loud enough. So, to stay on the safer side, I should always say the answer 2 to 3 times, right?
Veil.
Veil, veil. Yeah.
Veil.
So we got, see the second ones I said veil, veil. They are not the correct spelling also. Maybe they are not the right pronunciations. The first one, veil, that is correct, right? So say the same word 2-3 times. Let's try maybe from another page. I think all of these questions are related to being married. Let's try another random page. Page 3, any random question.
What do we call a horse-like animal with a single horn on the head?
Everyone knows this. What is it?
Unicorn.
Yes, very good, Adam. The answer is unicorn. What do we call a horse-like animal with a single horn on the head? The word is unicorn. Yes, Wasia, right? So let's say I have a few guesses, right? Let's do this. Horse, unicorn, giraffe, zebra, unicorn, right? So I said multiple answers. Horse, unicorn, giraffe, zebra, unicorn. Let's check. We still have 1 out of 1 because among all of our answers, we do also have the correct word as well. That is your strategy for answer short question. Okay, let's go to our slides. This is the last and the least important speaking topic. You are going to get 5 or 6 questions in the exam. There will be an audio for you to listen to. There will be the audio will be a simple general knowledge based question. We have already checked them out. After the audio is played, your mic opens for you to answer to it. Speak loudly and clearly. This section is not important and carries insignificant score. Okay, so obviously don't stress about this topic. It is not important. It is also not that beneficial. But if you get it correct, it's a bonus point. So always try it. Okay. You can practice 20-30 questions just to get familiar with the concept, right? Some more examples of questions here. Which natural resource is used to produce paper? It's wood. People who work without receiving payments. Volunteers. Which century is the year 1642 in? You can try 15th century, 16th century, 17th century if you're not sure. What do we call the person who plays musical instruments? Musician. What is the occupation that transfers one language to another language? Translator. For strategies, if you do not know what the correct answer is, if you have no idea at all, there is nothing else that you can say to get a point. No matter how many words you say, if you are not saying the correct answer, you will not get any score. It will be 0 out of 1. There is no negative marks. So if you have multiple answers or guesses for the same question, simply say all of those one by one. Whichever is the correct one, that will be picked up and you will be awarded 1 out of 1 point. If you know the correct answer, to ensure your content is recognized, to ensure correct content recognition, say the same word 3 times. Window, window, window. Right? Everybody? That's it. These are the only 6 slides you have for answer short question and we are done. Okay? We finished 3 topics. The first 2, of course, being super duper important. The last one, not important at all. Okay. I really hope you all will practice from the study plan, following the study plan, and we will meet again tomorrow for the morning class for listening 6 topics. Now, everyone, I also need, because it's the first class of the week, I need a small review from you guys. What did you feel about the class? Was it good enough? Was it understandable? Did it clarify your problems or questions related to the topics we discussed? Did you hate it? Did you feel like it can be better? Anything that you have felt throughout the class, could you please share about that in the chat box with a message, please? Need to record that for our surveys. Everyone, please drop a message in the chat box and then we can wrap it up. Thank you so very much for your
Ma'am, I have a
attendance today.
question.
Yes, Agni Besh, please tell me, what is it?
I have a question from Read Aloud.
Yeah.
If we choose the 10 sentence or 10 word for a sentence, do we repeat that for 2-3 times in the main exam, or we have to say it
No,
for
only
once?
No, only in the preparation time. Read it 2-3 times. So you are very good at it and you have read it enough for you to do the final attempt perfectly. When you are recording it after the beep sound, of course you should read it just once, only one time. In the preparation time alone, read it 2-3 times to help you with, fluency so you don't
Means
get
in
stuck.
In
Yeah.
main exam, we have to say only once.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Guys, thank you, Anita, Adam, and Ekume. Guys, I need a few more messages, please. Please kindly drop a message in the chat box if the lesson was clear to you or whatever your experience was today in this class. Please share it in the chat box.
Hello,
Thank
I have a
you.
question.
Yes, Nelly, please continue. Thank you, Qzera. Yes, Nelly, please tell me.
Can I repeat the sound in the I mean the question in the listening, like the voice like that?
No, I can't understand. What do you mean?
I mean the question in the listening. Can I repeat it?
On the final exam.
That is your task. You have to repeat the question. What do you mean?
I mean, for example, the question. For example, the question or the if someone try to speak.
It's not clear, Nelly. What are you looking for? What is the main question here?
Okay, I'm gonna chat it.
Hmm? Can you can you rephrase it? Can you try to explain the question one more time?
For example, the audio. Can I replay it or just one?
Oh, replay. Okay, I was no, you cannot. You can only listen to it just one single time.
Oh.
Only one time. Yes, I was hearing reply, repeat. Sorry, my bad. No, you cannot replay it. You can only play it. I mean, you don't even get to play it. The question automatically comes on the screen and it starts playing, and that's the only time you can listen to it.
Okay. I see. Thank you
Yes.
so much, mom.
Thank you, Nelly. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, too. Thank you, Rishi, Adam, Mahdi. Yes,
Ma'am, one
Pramila, what is it?
question.
Yes.
Yeah, if in read aloud, if we go to one line strategy in one question, we have to go one line strategy as well for all the questions, or
You can mix it up. You can, if you see that there is a very difficult question, right? For
mm-hmm.
that, you can do one line. And then if there is a very easy, short one, you can do full text. Up to you. No problem. You can mix match, or you can follow only full text, or you can follow only one line. All of them are okay.
There will be the option, yeah, for all.
No, yeah, but in the exam, you don't have one line mode. You just choose 10 words and you read them. You just choose to
Okay.
read all words, you read them. Yeah, that's how it works. Yes.
Okay. Thank you,
Do
ma'am.
a mock test and do a question mock test for read aloud. Do
Mm-hmm.
one, all mix up, sometimes one line, sometimes full text. You will get the idea. It will be clearer
Okay.
to you. Yes.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you,
you,
ma'am.
everybody. Thank you very much, guys. We'll see you all again in our next class. I really appreciate everything you guys have shared. But please make sure that anytime you also feel the class was bad, please let me know so I can make it better and we can see how we can give you a better lesson. Okay. Thank you, everyone, one more time. Please have a very good rest of your day. Do not forget to practice 20 repeat sentence questions every single day. Even when you are getting a very, very good score, we want to continue it and keep it up, right? Every day, whether you practice something or you don't, make sure you practice 20 repeat sentence questions. Okay? Thank you, guys. Bye bye. Thank you. Very good. Thank you. Next class is tomorrow morning, Ekume. Tomorrow morning, next class. Oh, I also have the speaking practice session this afternoon as well. That's it. Yes. Thank you. Okay. Bye bye. Thank you, Mahdi.
for attending this session. So let me see who are in the class. Okay. Anthu, okay. Pramila, Anita, Arsh, Equemi, Grace, Hasini, Jen, Josh, Kathleen, Leah, Maniraj, Nelly, Ruben, Shansa, Thu, okay, Macy, Wasia. Okay. So today's topic is reading fill in the blanks. So today we will be learning 13 grammatical rules and how to apply them with proper example. We'll be solving few questions. Okay, so let's move to the discussion. So reading fill in the blanks, as you can see, it's written here. It is the key to unlock the reading section. So this topic basically contributes to your reading part, and it's really important for everyone. If your target score is 58, 65, 79, for everybody, this topic is important because if you get a good score in this topic, you are basically gonna clear your reading score, okay? Because it contributes to your reading section. So how the question looks like? The question looks like this. These are the blanks, and at the bottom part, as you see, these are the options. Always remember there will be extra 3 options. Let's say the number of blanks is 3 and extra 3, so 6 options will be there. Maybe the number of blanks 4, so 4 plus 3, 7 options will be there. Number of blanks 5 plus extra 3 options, so 8 options will be there. Okay, so always there will be 3 extra options. So these are the basic information for reading FIB. It will be 4 to 5 questions in your real exam from this topic, and each question will have minimum 3 and maximum 5 blanks. That means in total, you might need to solve either 12 or up to 25 blanks in your final exam. So how to solve reading FIB questions? Basically, there are 2 strategies, 2 techniques. One is vocabulary, that means the word meaning, and the other one is grammar. So vocabulary, you have to improve day by day, you know. So today I'm going to share one file with you so that you can improve your vocabulary from that file, that special file, okay? And the grammar we'll be learning today. So there are 13 grammatical rules. So to apply the grammatical rules, you need to identify the parts of speech. So what are those parts of speech? Basically, we know that there are 8 parts of speech in English grammar, but we need just 4 parts of speech to identify, especially to solve reading FIB questions in your BT exam. So to identify those parts of speech, you need to know the suffix, because suffix will help you to identify the parts of speech. So we will be learning all of these in today's class, okay? So what are the 4 parts of speech that we need? Noun, verb, adjective, and adverb, okay? So these are the main 4 parts of speech that we have to identify, okay? So as I was telling you about the suffix, so what is suffix? Suffix basically the ending of a word that can help you to figure out the parts of speech, okay? Ending part of a word. For example, here got ance, A-N-C-E. Can you see here? Look at this importance at the end got A-N-C-E, right? So this is a noun. You see E-N-C-E, independence, E-N-C-E also here. E-R, teacher, E-R at the end. I-O-N, attention is at the end. I-T-Y, capacity, I-T-Y at the end. Meant, meant is also here. Ness, ness is also here. Or, actor, OR is here. Ship, ship SHIP is here. So these are the suffix of a noun. That means if you find any of these letters at the end of the word, those words are considered as noun. Is that clear?
Yes, clear.
Yeah, everybody?
Yes.
Okay, great. So by suffix, we will try to identify noun. So remember these suffixes, okay? Ans, ins, er, ion, ity, meant, ness, or ship. Okay? So these are our suffix of a noun. Now look at the suffix of adverb. ly. There are many adverbs, but for now, just remember only one, which sounds ly at the end. ly. So, honestly, happily, genuinely, primarily, finally, li at the end. That is our adverb. Okay? So, we know noun and we know adverbs. What about the verbs? So, these are the suffix. ate, en, ify, ise, ize. So these are the suffix of a verb. Let's say participate, sharpen, en, participate, ate, identify, ify, advertise, ise, organize, ize. These are all verbs based on the suffix. There are two more things also that is considered as a verb as well, which is ed. Ed is the past form of the verb, and ing is the continuous form of the verb. But sometimes it can be adjective as well. Okay, so that depends on the sentence structure. That's why we didn't add those two suffixes in the verb, because it depends. Sometimes it's verb, sometimes it's noun, sometimes it's adjective, so we didn't write it down. Just basic, you remember this. It, er, ify, ise, ize. So we know the suffix of a noun, we know the suffix of verbs, and we know the suffix of adverbs, right? Three of them we already know. So as I told you that the options will be at the bottom part of the question, and the given options will be only 4 parts of speech. Only 4 parts of speech will be there, like noun, verb, adjective, and adverb. So when you can identify noun, adjective, and when you can identify noun, adverb, and verb, so the leftover words should be adjective, right? So let's say these are the options, right? So from here, if you can identify noun, if you can identify verb, you can identify adverb. So the leftover words will be adjective, correct or not? So that's the reason we will not memorize the suffix of a adjective, okay? Because you see it's a lot. So you do not need to memorize the suffix of an adjective. Instead, you remember noun, verbs, and adverbs. So identify those 3, and then the leftover words will be adjective. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay, great. So identify a noun from here then. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, before that, let me tell you something. What is a noun? Noun basically means a name, right? Name of a person, name of a thing, name of any place or any institution, right? But we need only abstract noun to solve reading FIB questions. So what is abstract noun? Those are definitely name as well, but the name of the ideas, concepts, or qualities that you cannot see, You cannot hear, touch, taste, or smell. You can just experience them. You can just feel them. Okay, for example, liberty, anger, freedom, charity, democracy. So these are all the abstract nouns. Now, let's say in few words, there is no suffix. If there is suffix, of course, based on the suffix, we'll be able to identify the parts of speech, especially noun. But some words, there might not be any suffix. So in that case, how we can identify noun? That's very simple. Try to make the word plural form. Those words what can be pluralized, like from singular to plural, you can convert. Those words will be noun. For example, development. Is there any suffix of noun here? Is there any suffix?
Yes, yes. MENT means development.
That is meant, right? That is meant. So if, yeah, so meant is a suffix of a noun. So yeah, it's simply a noun. What about skill? Is there any suffix? There is no suffix, right?
No,
So this,
no.
we will try to make it plural. Can we make it plural? Skill,
Yes,
skills.
skills.
Can we say that?
Yes.
Yeah, right? Yes. Since we can make it plural, so this is also a noun. Makes sense, right? Okay. What about implication? Is there any suffix of a noun?
Yes, ION.
T-I-O-N. Not only I-O-N, T-I-O-N, right? So yes, implication itself a noun based on the suffix. What about independent? Dent. That's not a suffix. Can we make it plural? Dents. Nope, cannot. This word doesn't exist. So this is not a noun. What about sensible? Is there any suffix of a noun here? No.
No.
Can we make it plural? Can we make it plural? No. So this is also not a noun. So it's pretty simple to identify noun, right? There are three nouns here and these two are not noun. So now let's move to identify noun. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 options. How many nouns you can see?
Convictions.
Yes, conventions, correct.
Enforcement.
Yes, conventions,
Enforcement. Enforcement.
and then 2 more also there, you know.
Challenges.
Challenges, correct. It's already a plural form. And creativity, very good. Yes. So these are the 4 nouns we have: conventions, creativity, challenges, and enforcement. Good job. Now let's move to identify an adjective. Okay. So, and to identify adjective, what did we learn? We will identify noun and then eliminate the word. We'll identify verb, eliminate the word. We will identify adverb as well and eliminate the word, right? And the leftover word will be adjective. So how many adjective we have?
Optional, dynamics, clues.
Okay, so clues, it's a noun, right? So we will eliminate this. Celebrity, ITY, it's a noun. We will eliminate this. Dynamics, it's a plural word. Remember, plural word cannot be adjective. Okay? Adjective cannot be plural. Remember this. Okay? So dynamics cannot be adjective. Adults also plural. It's not adjective. Trend also noun because you can make it plural. Trends. Correct? So we have only one adjective which is optional. Do you understand? Yes? Okay, good. So now let's move to identify the verb. Can you identify verb? How many verbs you can see?
Justify.
Okay,
Shaken.
justify, shaken, correct. Because celebration is a noun, groups is a noun, center is a noun,
Polarism.
movement is a noun, right? Yeah. So justify and shaken, these are our nouns. Now let's move to the next one. Adjective. Function of an adjective. What adjective actually does? An adjective describes or modifies noun and pronoun. What does it mean? Basically, the adjective gives detailed information about the noun and pronoun. Detailed information means what kind of information? Like the quality of a noun, pronoun, or the size, shape, duration, feelings, contents, number, and more about the noun and pronoun. Adjective will be giving you the details. So if you ask question, how many, what kind, which one, how much, what type, adjective words will answer your question. For example, in sentence number 1, the team has a dangerous batsman. Batsman is a noun. What kind of batsman? Dangerous. So dangerous is adjective. Number 2, I have 10 candies. How many candies
10.
you have? 10. So
10
10 is
adjective.
Right. Third sentence. I love that red car. Car is a noun.
Red
Which
is
one?
adjective.
Yes, red car. Which red car? That red car. Both are adjective. And finally, I earn more money than he does. Money is a noun. How much money? More money. So more is
More
also
than
adjective here. So if you notice, the common pattern of the adjective position is right before the noun. You see, all the adjectives here took place before the noun. This is one of the grammar rules. Okay, remember this one. Adjective takes place before the noun. Okay, remember this one. Now let's move to the basic form of a verb. There are 5 basic forms. So 3 you already know, like present, and then past, and then past participle. Okay, these are the basic form of the verb. So over here, let's say do, and then past is did, and the past participle is done, right? Work, and then worked, and then worked. Play, played, played. Okay. So if you notice over here, these are the 3 basic form of the verb: present, past, and past participle, right? So this is present. The base form is present. Like children play in the field. Okay? And past is this one. They played football yesterday. Played. Okay? Played. This is past. And play. This is present. And past participle, it's similar. Sometimes it's similar to the past, but it depends on this helping verb. That's the only difference. Okay? A helping verb plus verb ed together make it past participle. And without helping verb, that is past. Do you understand? So if I give you one more example here, they have played. They have played. So they have played means past participle, but they played means past. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes.
So past participle requires helping verb, and past, it doesn't require helping verb. Okay, so this is one of the grammar rules as well. After helping verb, we need to put verb past participle form. Remember this one, okay? All right. So any question you have from these three basic form of the verb?
No, miss.
Okay. So this is the base form, past and past participle we have learned. What about infinitive? Infinitive is also the base form, but including these two, preposition to plus verb present form. Okay? To plus verb present form is called infinitive. For example, to visit, to go, to open, to remember, to buy. So to plus verb present form is called infinitive. Okay. And finally, gerund. If you cannot remember the name, it's okay. Just remember the structure, pattern. So at the beginning of the sentence, it's verb ing form. That is called gerund. At the beginning of the sentence, verb ing form is called gerund, okay? So swimming is the best exercise. Smoking causes cancer. So you see, at the beginning, it's verb ing. So that is called gerund. This is also one of the grammar rules. If you see there is a blank at the beginning of the sentence, you need to make it verb ing. Like look for verb ing. Sometimes connecting with. Is that clear?
Yes, clear.
So those are the basic form of the verbs. We know how to identify those parts of speech. And now let's start the grammar rule discussion. So this is rule number 1. Okay, sorry for my late. I'm on the other side of the world here. Oh, okay. You are basically half an hour late, but it's okay. The recording is available of this class. Later, you can just check it, okay? So start from here. So rule number 1. After a determiner, noun is required. So we need to know what is determiner. These all are determiner, okay? These definite article like the, an, a, possessives like his, her, your, its, my, our, their, whose, these, those, this, that. All of these words are called determiner. So after any of these words, if there is a blank, we will look for noun. Okay? Remember, after any of these words, then if there is any blank, we will put a noun. Okay? So let's see the examples here. The examples. Number 1, the is a determiner. Here also determiner. Here also determiner. Here also determiner. Here also determiner. Okay? That means after determiner, we have all the blanks. And we have to put noun, isn't it? So what is the answer for number 1?
Intention.
Intention.
Correct. Number 2?
Nutritional.
Nutritional.
Are you sure nutritional is a noun?
Demand.
Demand, sorry, demand.
Man, correct. Number 3?
Distance. Suffix আছে CE. Distance.
Number 4, both are noun. So in this case, you have to look for the context. Like based on the context, you have to put the word.
Method.
Correct. Developing the method. Correct. Number 5.
Test.
Correct. Always remember, ed form cannot be noun, okay?
Verb.
Yeah. Ed form can be verb and adjective sometimes, but it cannot be noun. Okay? Okay, so that's our rule number 1. Rule number 2 is very simple. Like after n, this is the word n. The next word should start with a vowel sound. Vowel sound. Okay, A, E, I, O, U. But the sound should be A, O, like this kind of. So number 1. Here got N, here got N, also got N, here also got N, here also got N. So what is the answer for number 1?
Estimated.
Correct. Estimated 80% because they are calculating, right? Estimated. Number 2?
Important.
Important.
Right. Number 3?
Initial.
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 Okay. It's also important because initial music is not actually initial part of life. This is not food. This is not accommodation. Those are our initial part. It's important. That's okay, but it's not initial, okay? It's not our primary need, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 4.
Identical.
Identical.
Correct. Number 5.
Individuals.
Individuals. Very good. So that's about our rule number 2. Now let's look at rule number 3. This one also I already mentioned. Rule number 3, it's you see the helping verb. Like am, is, are, was, were, have, has, had, be, been, being, having. After these helping verbs, if there is any blank, the blank will be which form of the verb?
Nah.
Third form.
Third form. Very good. Past participle, right?
Oh my God, I don't know.
You should know. I mentioned already. It's all right. Just remember, after the helping verb, we need to put a verb past participle form, third form. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
What's the answer for number 1?
Triggered.
Serve.
Number right. Served. Number 2?
Triggered.
Triggered.
Triggered. Correct. Number 3?
Thin.
Thin.
Thinned. Correct.
Thinned. Yeah.
Thinned. Correct. Number 4. This is infinitive. Remember 2 plus verb present form. So here all got 2 before the blank. You see, got 2. Here got 2. Here got 2. Here got 2. Right?
All
So
of
in the
the
blank,
present.
in the blank, we will put verb present form. So number 1,
H.
fetch. Correct.
H.
Number 2,
Number 2.
both
Explore.
are present form, but we
Explore.
need to look for the context. Yes, so high pressure water to explode. Correct. Number 3,
To meet.
correct.
To meet, yeah.
Meet the demand. Right. Number 4,
Police identify. Police identify.
police to identify. Very good. Yeah. And the last one,
Reserve.
an institution in London can
Reserve.
help you reserve.
Reserve.
Very good.
Reserve.
Right. Correct. Number 5 is gerund rule. Remember, at the beginning of the sentence, we will put verb ing and sometimes connecting
Connector.
word. Right. So number 1,
Nevertheless. Because of comma.
very good. Number 2,
Number 2, including.
including.
Sorry.
Number 3,
Okay. Number 3, funding. Funding.
Funding for higher education.
Funding.
wait, someone is trying. Okay, you do not need to record this. This is already recorded. I will show you from where you can find it, okay?
Okay.
All right. So, yep, it's nevertheless, and then including, and then higher education, yeah, funding. Okay, number 4.
Number 4, measuring poverty on global.
Measuring poverty on a global scale, correct. And number 5.
Thinking
back.
Thinking back, very good. Thinking back. Okay. Now let's move to rule number 6. Rule number 6 is about noun of noun. That means before of and after of, both will be noun. Okay. So as you notice here got of and shapes is a noun. So here also we need to put a noun. Number 2 also of is a preposition and then shark is a noun. So here also we need to put noun. Okay. So number 1, which is the answer?
Range.
Range.
A wide range of, correct. Range. Because imitation also noun, but we cannot say a wide imitation. It doesn't go, right? It doesn't make any sense. Number 2, 500. We need plural noun because of 500 number. This, right? Because of 500. If it's 1, then singular noun. But it's 500, more than 1. So we need plural noun, correct? Yeah. So we will try to apply all probable grammatical knowledge. Number 7. Number 7 is basically not any rule, but it's just some general knowledge. Like if you read a sentence or a clause and you find that the main verb is missing, then you need to put a main verb in the sentence or in the clause. So number one, if you read, there is no verb. Japan knowledge from China. What they do? We don't know. So we need to put a verb there. Number one, what is the
Japan adapted.
Adapted.
And always remember the verb should be based on the subject.
Ma'am, if you don't mind, please, I have a gap to identify the bar. Please more explain because of I have a limitation how to identify a gap of bar. Please, ma'am, if you don't mind.
Japan, which parts of speech?
Noun.
Okay. Knowledge, which parts of speech?
Knowledge, noun also.
Okay. From is a preposition. China is also a noun, right?
Okay.
So there is no verb,
Okay, ma'am.
right?
Just gap is verb, missing verb, right, ma'am?
Yes, missing verb, right.
I understood, ma'am. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
No problem. Number two, shark bite, numbers, steadily.
Agree.
Shark bite is noun. Numbers also noun. Steadily is adverb. Over preposition, the article, last adjective, century noun. So no verb is here.
Ma'am,
Again, missing.
if I understand, skinning, what is the missing, right? Skinning, verb is missing, right, ma'am?
Yes, in the blank, the full sentence, the verb is missing. So in the blank, we'll put a verb.
Okay, thank you so much. Just I'm absolutely clear regarding this issue.
Okay, all right, good. Number three. Now you see, pricing theory can be quite complex because so many factors influence. This is already one clause. Okay. And another clause starts from what the purchaser until this comma. Do they have any verb here?
Purchaser already decides.
Yes. So decides is the verb in this clause. Okay. Do you understand?
Yes.
It's a complex sentence. In the complex sentence or in the compound sentence, there can be 2, 3 clauses. So what the purchaser dash. This is one clause. So what the purchaser, the verb is missing here. So decides is the verb in this clause. Okay. Number 4 also the same. The music we enjoy from here. Wait. The music we enjoy, who we are. So the music we enjoy, this is a subject. Okay, this is already a subject. So based on this subject, which will be a verb.
Enjoy.
The music.
Music is a noun, enjoy is a verb.
Reflects. Do you understand this part?
The music.
Can you please again
There is
explain?
no verb, yeah.
Verb.
Okay.
What reflects we are?
Music now.
Wait.
Reflects who we are.
So
Okay.
over here, the main subject is the music. Okay, this is the subject. Remember, this is a complex sentence. Okay, complex sentence. And we enjoy whatever it's country or classical, rock and roll or rap. These are the extension of this subject. This is not the main clause. Okay. So the music is the subject. So based on this subject, which is the verb? The music reflects who we are. That is basically the main clause. The music reflects who we are. Do you understand?
Yes, understood.
Yes.
Reflects who we are.
What about number 5?
Study.
That is different aspect of human nature.
No, no. Why?
Explore, who is
Because
explore
the subject is
aspects.
there have been many scientific studies. That is the
Explore.
main subject. Yes.
Yeah, I'm
So
right.
explore will be the answer. Okay. So this is already the studies. You cannot say studies studied different aspects. It doesn't make any meaning. There have been many scientific studies which explore different aspects of human nature. So first of all, you have to identify the subject properly. If you can identify the subject properly, you can easily identify the verb. Okay. Number 6.
Carry.
The water
Carried.
carried mud. Good. Rule number 8. It's about adverb. So adverb basically takes place most of the time before verb, sometimes after verb, and sometimes before adjective. Okay. So here you see raised got verb, developed verb, used verb, undermined verb, and before all the verbs got blanks. So that means we need to put adverb. So what is the answer for number 1?
Simply raised.
Simply, correct.
Simply.
Number 2?
Largely.
Largely developed.
Largely. Number 3?
Generally.
Generally, correct. Number 4?
Completely.
Completely, correct. Now let's move to rule number 9. Rule number 9 is about passive sentence. So how to identify passive? Look at this word, by. Okay, by. The subject will be after by. Okay. If the subject is not available, then only the object will be at the beginning of the sentence. That's it. That is the clue to identify a passive sentence. And remember, in the passive sentence, it will be always verb third form. So number 1.
Honored.
Honored.
Correct. Number 2.
Being created.
Being created.
Being created. Correct. Number 3.
Killed.
Right. And then?
Taken.
Taken.
Taken. Right. Number 4.
Influenced.
Influenced. Correct. This one also I have already mentioned while I was explaining adjective. If you see blank before noun, usually this will be adjective. Okay. So volcano is a noun, systems noun, process noun, figure noun, and primary. To primary is adjective. So after it will be noun. Okay. So number 1, what is the answer?
Played.
Number 1, spread. Is it adjective? Are you sure? Spread is a verb.
Conventional.
Yes, conventional. Always remember, after determiner, verb cannot take place. Okay? After determiner,
What
verb.
means conventional?
Conventional means old, traditional. Whatever it is, it's an adjective because spread is a verb. So conventional, it's not a noun, it's not a verb, it's not a adverb, so it's an adjective. You don't need even meaning here. Number two, both are adjective. But you have to put the adjective that goes with the context. So stellar will be the answer because that is related to stars. Okay, that's why stellar systems. Number three.
Process. Oh, rather than.
Laborious.
Laborious, correct.
Laborious.
Number four.
Mysterious figure.
Mysterious.
Mysterious, right. Number five, already adjective here. So we need to put noun. And it has to be plural noun because of
Sources.
so sources, correct.
Sources, yeah.
Number 11. Number 11 is about the conjunction rule. So over here, you say and, but, or. So the rule is before and after, it will be similar. If it's a noun, it will be a noun. It's a verb, it's a verb. Same types of parts of speech will be there, okay? If it's adjective, it will be adjective. If it's adverb, it will be adverb, okay? So number one, or is a conjunction. So before or, it's available. Available, which part of speech?
Affordable.
Affordable.
Which parts of speech is available?
Available. Is it verb?
Adjective.
Adjective.
So before it's adjective, so after will be also adjective, which is affordable. Okay. Number two, and is here. Local is adjective. So after will be also another adjective, and which is indigenous. Correct. Indigenous people. Rule number 12. Rule number 12 is about model. Okay, so these are all the modal words. Can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, might, must, ought to. Any of these words, if you get before the blank will be a verb present form. Okay, verb present form. But if it's with a helping verb be, then we'll go for that rule. After helping verb, it will be verb third form, right? So without helping verb, it will be verb present. With helping verb, it will be verb past participle. Can you remember this? For example, he can, so can play. Can be is here. So instead of conclude, it should be concluded, ed. Okay, so if be is here, after be, it should be ed. Without be, it will be just present form. Okay, so number one, should be. That means past participle, ed form. So which will be the answer?
Applied.
Applied.
Applied, correct. Here got will, there is no be here. So present form, right? So what is that?
Raise.
Raise, very good. Raise. And finally, rule number 13. If there is a blank after preposition, what are the prepositions? Like in, of, at, about, by, with, without, after, for. These are the prepositions. After this preposition, if there is a blank, the blank will be a verb ing form. So number one, in. So
Studying.
studying. Of
Swimming.
swimming. After
Explain.
Explaining.
Explaining.
Explaining. Correct.
Explaining.
Studying, swimming, and explaining.
Explaining.
Only two is exceptional.
Yeah, because two is infinitive, so that rule is different.
Ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So now let's go to the question here. This is one of the exam questions that we are going to solve together. I'm going to help you with this. Later, you have to do one more question. I will not give you any clue. Okay. So here we have, you see, have been, helping verb, right? Since there is helping verb, we need V3, isn't it? V3.
Yes.
The
Yes,
dash,
Translated. Translated.
the dash. Okay, you do not need to answer now. I'm just helping you, okay? Then I'm going to give you time to solve. Don't worry. Explain that. The is a determiner. So usually after determiner, we need to put a noun, right? Working in, usually after preposition, verb ing. However, here got a noun. So altogether, we need adjective, right? Should, model, be. That means here we need another V3. So I'm giving you 2 minutes time to solve. You do it within 2 minutes. Okay, so that's 2 minutes over. And now let's move to the answer. So urged. Urged means to request, right? So British doctors have been requested. That means they request these doctors to use simple language. Okay. This is the dosing of medicine. We don't say period of medicine or, we always say medicine dose. So dosing of medicine. What kind of clinic? Outpatient clinic. And then medical words should be translated. So urged, dosing, outpatient, and translated. These are the answers. Okay. So each correct answer, you are going to get 1 point. Clear, everybody?
Yes.
I just want to ask about dosing. Like at first I don't know the meaning of this and I thought it's the adjective instead of a noun.
Okay. Which one you put?
Dosing. I mean dosing. I thought the
Yeah,
B would be period because I don't think dosing is a noun. I think it's an adjective.
because not really. Dosing is a noun. You see, using of phrase twice daily. That is called medicine dose. That's not period. Okay. So which medicine you will have twice daily, thrice daily, that is called as dosing. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Yep.
So let's do one more question. It's you have to do by yourself. I'm not gonna help you for this. Okay, why the first FIB is not a verb with ing? Because this is a passive sentence. In the passive, no matter what, it has to be third form. Rule number 9. Okay, who requested this doctor? We don't know, but they were requested. That's why. The subject is not here. This is object. Okay, yeah. So number 2, there are 5 blanks again. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Okay. 2 minutes over. Now let's see the answers. Okay. So part of a community. So after determiner, noun is required. So part of a community. And how cooperation is better for a society than competition. So cooperation is a noun and it has to be compared with another noun. And cooperation is better. That means there will be something opposite, which is competition. Competition is opposite to cooperation, right? And here, but we know that trees growing together dash all the available resources with each other. In this clause, the verb is missing. So share is a verb. Dash trees, strong trees. Trees is a noun, so adjective is before the noun. They do this through their roots. How they do this? Through their roots. Okay, so these are the 5 answers. Okay.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I have a question. On
What's
C,
your question?
my question is, like the tree growing together, should there be comma before the space?
No,
Okay.
because this is a compound sentence. See, scientists are only just beginning to understand how it all works. But you see here got a comma. We know we now know that trees growing together share all of the available resources. There should not be a comma here.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So, trees growing together is a subject here. Share all the available resources with each other. Okay.
Okay.
This is basically a complex compound sentence. This is subordinate clause.
Difficult.
This is coordinate clause. This is another subordinate clause. Yeah. So it's a complex compound sentence together until here. Okay. So that's basically the question. Let me show you your homework now. Everybody, please open your study plan. Everyone, open your study plan. It's compound sentence complex doesn't has a conjunction. There is a conjunction, but who told you there is no conjunction? But is here. This is complex compound sentence together. Okay? All right. So please open your study plan, all of you. And what is the topic? You'll go to the table of contents and reading fill in the blanks. That is in page number 4. So as you can see here, all the shortcut grammars are here. So you just have a look, just a revision. And then your homework starts from here. So you will solve from here, all of these, okay, 30 questions. And then there are 10 more questions to finish. So how you can find these questions? You will log into your BUQI and then go to reading, fill in the blanks. Here got question search. So what is the first question? Like the sea turtles. Okay.
Turtles.
You see, like the sea turtles. Now you practice. Okay. You practice the question from here. So let's say, out of 3, you got 2. So you will write 2 out of 3. Okay, that's number 1. What's number 2? Shakespeare produced. Okay, so let's go to second question. You search it here again. Shakespeare produced. This one, right? So you practice again. Let's say out of out of 4, you got 3. So 3, you got out of 4. So this is how you will point out your score and take a screenshot and share it in the Telegram group. It's just to show that you have done your homework so that your friends will be motivated and they are also going to do it. So this is how you should complete your homework. Is that clear, everybody?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So the page number from 9 until 12. 9 until 12. All the questions, first few words, you will type here and the question will come up. You practice and then you will write down your score there. Now, I wanted to share a special file with everybody for vocabulary improve. Someone asked actually in the group. So let me download it and I am gonna give you in the chat. So you have to download it, okay? Wait a minute.
Miss, where can I find the recorded class?
Sorry?
Where can I find the recorded class?
Wait a second. Let me share this file first.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so I have shared this one in a chat, a special vocabulary list. So if you can just practice this one, you should not have any problem with the vocabulary. Okay, someone asked me a question of what? Yeah, just now you asked me, like someone asked me a question.
Hi, can I ask you a question related to the platform? And because I'm a newbie here.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, in the my teacher and student, in the link teacher, I see the box. They say that please enter the teacher UUID, but I don't know how to get the UUID of the teacher. So how can I?
You don't need to add the teacher in your practice mode, okay? That's not mandatory. You just practice by yourself. If you just add the teacher's UUID, that means the teacher will be able to monitor you, what you are doing, you know? So that's not mandatory.
Yeah. So if I need some feedbacks from my work, how can I do that?
You can just share your answer link. Let's say you are doing maybe read aloud and you want to share your task. You want to share it with the teacher. So you just directly go to the, let's say, read aloud. And probably this is your student, this is your score. Okay. Let's say this is
Schools
your
host
score.
parent-teacher conferences
So
4 times a year and
this is your score. So can you see here got share? So you click share, copy link, and you can inbox to the teacher. So the teacher can easily see your score and can listen to the record as well. Similarly, let's say you write essay, share the score, the teacher will be able to see everything. Okay.
Yeah, I just only click the no share onto the platform, right?
Yes, just share, copy the link and share the link with the teacher.
Okay, I will. So I need to post it on the Instagram. Sorry, Telegram group, right?
Telegram. Correct. Correct.
Okay, I see. Okay, thank you.
No problem. Equimi. Okay, how can I find the daily recorded class? Okay, first of all, you should know that we do not record every day's class because it's the same class we have been teaching. We are following the same strategy, same PowerPoint slide. All the classes are recorded. Okay, so you can watch from the recordings. There are two. There are two groups of students here. Let me explain, please. There are two group students here. One group, they paid from APUNI Australia website. And another group, they paid in APUNI here directly. So whoever paid APUNI here directly, you have this access. Click home, go to my courses, go to unlimited live classes, and here is the recordings. Okay, all the recordings are available here. just from the second page, you see it's tagged with 2025. All the classes are here. Okay?
Okay.
2025 tag.
Can I
And I'm not done yet. Sorry. I'm not
oh
done yet.
sorry.
These are the materials, like whatever things we are following here. Let's say these are the class slides and everything. So you have all under materials. Okay, even the study plan also here. You see all the topics, PowerPoint presentations are here. So you can just easily download. Okay, that is one group student who paid directly here in EPUNI. And there another group who paid to EPUNI Australia. You do not have access here. However, you received email with a Google Drive link. So you need to check the Google Drive link to have those materials and the recordings. Very simple. Okay.
Okay, thank you. All this, I just want to say that all these things you explain, I already know that. But my question, what I want to know is how to get the daily, like
I
daily.
told you, we do not record the class daily. The same
Okay,
topic we have
no
recorded
worries,
already.
no worries.
So we do not record it. You see, the same class,
I know.
same explanation, we already have it.
Yeah, but it's not same, I must say, because some teachers they have different way of teaching. Like the way you teach us and the way another teacher teaches might be different. So that is why I'm asking that question.
So to get that, I don't think that it's really effective to watch the recorded lecture. You should be attending the live classes. If you have any
Okay.
confusion, directly you can solve it. So that's the best way to do. Recording will not help you out in that case.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. But I agree, yes, some teachers have their different ways of explaining, but still I would recommend you guys to attend live classes instead of depending on the recordings. In case you miss the class, then you can go for the recordings. Then again, the next week you should be doing the live class on that same topic.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Actually, it shows that purchase the course, so I can't look at it.
I can't hear you. Sorry, your voice is breaking.
It shows that purchase the course.
You do not need it. I think you have the drive link, right? I already explained that. You do not need to purchase the course. You already have the drive link. So you have everything there. So whoever got drive link, you have everything in the drive link. So you do not need to bother about this thing here.
Okay.
Okay.
Where you live, okay, the town that you're living.
So that's
any name.
basically all about
So
today's
anything
class.
that becomes a
And
true
I
form.
hope that you have already downloaded the special reading vocabulary list. Also, you understood the homework. If you have any question, you can ask me, or I'm going to end the session right here.
Have a good day. Bye.
Any question you have?
Thank you.
No
No,
question.
all
Okay,
good.
Pramila,
Thank
you
you.
are welcome. Yes. Okay. All right then. So
Thank you, Miss.
you are welcome. Yes. And VMS 38. Okay, that one I know is your device name, I think. So please try to attend the class on time, yeah? Okay, because I don't want you to miss the information.
Hi, teacher. Can I ask you a question related to the repeat sentence? It's not really related to our class today, but this is, yeah.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if I can take notes on the repeat sentence on my exam.
It's actually quite challenging to take notes in repeat sentence because after the audio ends, there is no time. you know. So the best way is to remember the words, understand the words, and say it right away instead of taking notes. But if you can manage, let's say you take notes quickly during the audio, and then once the audio ends, and you can say it. So it depends on your individual skill. Okay. But I really don't recommend to take notes for repeat sentence.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you so much, teacher. Yeah.
You are welcome.
Have
All
a
right
good
then.
day. Yeah.
Yeah. You too. Yeah. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.